getting the tour company ready. They're starting their first run through today.
We're going to start in Florida, and we're spending winter in Minneapolis and Wisconsin and Chicago.
The cast is great. We have a lot of people from the Broadway show, and then a lot of people like me who've never done the show ever. Everyone is freakishly talented. I love it. I'm sitting back and I'm watching the dancers like, this is fierce. And the singing is incredible. I'm really excited for everybody to get to show their stuff.
To watch how someone else plays Daniela, or how, like, you know, how they play Carla, the salon ladies. It's remarkable to watch how they have found it, and I'm laughing at new things in the show. I was like, it's different.
It's a lot of people's first big show. They idolize the show on Broadway, so for them to be making a big step in their career with a show that they already loved lets them bring that sort of same commitment and passion to their performances.
It's been really amazing to have the original team in the room and to be able to have the freedom to recreate things and really take chances, but to have that sort of first source material there, and to have Lin in the room giving his feedback, and it's really a team effort.
I think it's helpful that all of Voltron is back. When we're all in the room together, there is this very weird chemistry that happens because we built this show together, and so I think having this cast sort of benefit from that and really empowering them to say, okay, no, this is not how they do it on Broadway. Do you? And having us there to check in about it, it's been really fun.
What's important for me and what was important for the entire creative team was to try to find a company that captured the essence of these characters. And I think that allowed all of us to try to approach the storytelling fresh and, you know, take all the things we knew that worked and then allow them to be owned by all of us and evolve and continue to grow the show from there.
They're not trying to be Andrea Burns or Chris Jackson. They just have their own thing. And to see these new people have this fresh take on this show, it's just really fun. It's very inspiring.
Kyle he's a zygote. He's 22 years old, but he's the rapping, which is so difficult for so many people who audition here, is effortless for him. It's like breathing for him, and he's really fantastic.
Auditioning was awesome, where they had sort of a bunch of us come, and Lin was there, and Tommy Kail and Alex Lack, and they all had their own sort of room, and we just kind of rotated around, and we rapped and we sang and we did scene work, and it was sort of like snobby boot camp. So that was a blast.
The whole company is just, they really bring something new to the table. So it's really it's Heights. It's the show you love, but it's a totally different energy from a totally different cast.
You're gonna see an explosion of energy in this fusion that is so joyful and vibrant.
Even though it's set in New York, that it's the ideas behind it are totally universal. So like the idea of home and the idea of family and the idea of hope and trying to find all those things and live your life to its fullest, I think is universal, and all people go through that.
They get exposed to some of, subconsciously and consciously, some of the rhythms and particular rhythms and of dialogue and music of the Latino culture.
There's something about that traveling sensation of pulling up in these towns and literally setting the trucks up, putting up your set, and saying, go home to your own community, but at night come visit ours. I think it's going to be an experience for not only this company, but for audiences across the country that might have seen Lin on a YouTube or a little glimpse here or there. To see the full show, I think is going to be exciting, and 25, 26 opening nights, I think will also give it a nice amount of energy.